昨夜、日本時間8月25日、宿敵パドレスとの今季最終戦の最終回で、大谷選手にヤジを飛ばし、一躍有名になった男性が、米ポッドキャスト番組、ドジャースネーションに出演しました。大谷選手は、打席に入る直前に、ネクストバッターズサークル付近で、ヤジを飛ばす男性と言葉を交わした後、宇宙間に飛び込む45号を放ちました。ダイヤモンドを一周した大谷選手は、ベンチに戻る直前に、男性に対して右手を差し出し、ハイタッチ。さらに肩をポンと叩くと、ベンチのドジャースの選手らも爆笑しました。この映像が MLB 公式 SNS でも取り上げられ、大きく話題になっていました。ヤジを飛ばした男性は、大谷選手とのやり取りを爆笑しながら語ってくれました。また、翌日の試合前には、ダルトン・ラッシング選手が、翔平には、ヤジなんか通用しないってすぐに学んだと思います。と、その時のベンチからの様子を語ってくれました。ここからは、その様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
For good measure, James Shohei quieted the Padres fans, certainly quieted one of them in the front row who was heckling, belted his 45th home run of the season.
I love how the lefties think they can go right at him with that fastball, gets it elevated. We saw him hit a pitch earlier the day before, flew out to center, did not miss that, got it to the pull side with power. Looking for the fan right there, gave him a little love right there. You know, that fan, you know what he did right there? Just gave him a little bow, and he just said, you know what, you are the man, I will leave you alone.
He certainly said that in that moment. He said, okay, you are the GOAT.
Love to see that personality from him as well.
Well, Dalton, all big leaguers know when they go on the road, you're going to be heckled by fans sometimes in the opposing building. Jerry was once heckled by Joe Montana, of all people, if you can actually believe that. Yesterday, we saw Shohei after he hit that home run where he went over and he was high-fiving that Padres fan. And that Padres fan told Dodgers Nation today on a podcast that he was heckling everybody in your dugout all game long. If that was the case, what was this guy saying? Did you hear some of the stuff that he was saying throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean they're trying to talk to you when you're on deck. You're trying to get prepared, and he's saying a lot of nonsense. It's just a fan heckling. In all honesty, it's they're trying to get in your head before you go up and compete in the box, and I think they learned very quickly you can't do that to Shohei.
Well, Dalton, listen, first of all, Joe Montana did end up confirming that story, so it was true. But really, back to you. Listen, it's so hard, and listen, it's so hard for young guys. Really, it's tough for veteran guys to only get maybe a start or two a week. You've done such a great job, not just offensively, putting up pretty good numbers for your limited time, but I've been so impressed of the way you call a game, especially yesterday. Yamamoto made one mistake, just one mistake on that split, but after that, you did an incredible job calling the game. Talk about the rapport you have with not just the starting pitchers, but also the relievers.
Yeah, it's I think for me and all the pitchers as a whole, starting pitching as well as the bullpen, I think my main message to them is whatever I call, if you don't want to throw it, shake me off. I want you to be fully convicted in whatever pitch you want to throw, and I think you're going to execute at a much higher clip by doing that. And so, yeah, that's my main message. I want them to be comfortable overruling what I call. At the same time, I also want them, if I call a pitch and they're on board with it, I want them to be fully convicted in throwing that pitch. I don't want them to second guess at all. And I think just showing how much I care about not my own numbers, what I'm doing personally as a player, but what numbers they put up, how deep they go into the game, the big outs that they get in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Like, that means more to me than hitting in the 9th spot and trying to get a leadoff knock when I have Shohei Ohtani behind me, if that makes sense.
But in that series, 3 games, Shohei Ohtani was only on base 3 times. Couple of walks and an RBI double in that game, plus he struck out 5 times in that series. But suffice it to say, since he left Cincinnati, he has picked things up quite nicely. Had a very nice last 3 weeks. His August numbers have been outstanding.
Yeah, so apparently, I think he was just getting into a little bit of an offensive lull when he was in Cincinnati, because that was right around the time that he was getting back on the mound. He's moved past that. And he's back to watch, kind of those must-watch at-bats. The OPS is over 1,100. it's kind of laughable how great this guy is at baseball, to the fact that 12 extra base hits feels a little pedestrian for him for a month, but his walk total is the highest it's been for any month of the season. There's still a few games to go. They handled him in Cincy. Hopefully they can do that again.
You bring up the fact that he went back to pitching in that series against the Reds. Since he started pitching again, he's actually had one of the better offensive months he's had at the plate this season, so that's good. But our Ray St. Clair Roofing Who's on Top is this. It's just kind of mind-boggling to see what Ohtani has done and continues to do. National League ranks across the board.
He's been pretty stingy with that MVP award for the past few years, man. And he's on his way to another one this season, all while going through a rehab process, all while having more media, endorsement, etc. attention than anybody else in the game. Unparalleled is the word that I think I'm using for Ohtani now on, because you've just never seen anything like it.
All right, so he's tied for the National League lead in home runs because of what happened yesterday in San Diego. He got number 45 on the season against the Padres, which means, Sam, that Ohtani, Kyle Schwarber, and Cal Raleigh all have at least 45 before the month of September. Last time that happened was Bond, Sosa, and Luis Gonzalez in 2001.
Yeah, man, that's now in consecutive years, 44, 54, and now 45 and counting the last 3 seasons. So that was off a lefty. That's not uncommon for him. The only thing uncommon about him is him, period. So I hope you folks enjoy what we have an opportunity to watch. It's really hard to fathom.
Yeah, and you saw he had some fun with the heckling fan.
Yeah, that's fun.
In San Diego, so there's that.
But the biggest story in Japan, the biggest story here is the Padres heckler that took a Shohei Ohtani who was over 10 this series, and he awoken the beast. He woke up the best player in baseball because he would go to the plate, hit a home run, and they had this interaction after, and everyone's talking about it, and I was able to track that Padres fan down. You won't believe what Shohei did after, which I find extremely hilarious. So first here, my man Billie Jean King, now, of course, that's one of the owners of the Dodgers, but Billie Jean is his name. He joined me to talk about this incredible moment with Shohei Ohtani. What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome back to Dodgers Dugout Live, the #1 Dodgers podcast and Dodgers show on YouTube. And we tracked him down, the man of the hour, Billie Jean, the man that's gone viral for his interaction with Shohei Ohtani. Billy, thanks for joining us here on Dodgers Dugout Live. The first question I have to ask is, what has this last 24 hours been like with you, man? You just gone viral. It's all over Japan. It's all over every big league social. I mean, what has it been like? I mean, how much was that phone blowing up, Billy?
Honestly, the phone's been going crazy. And it was weird, but it was just, I mean, for work, I'm in marketing, so we do viral things all the time. Never did I think I'd be on the other side for having fun at the game.
Yeah, let me ask you first. What do you do for a living? I saw you. I mean, your social media have like hundreds of thousands of followers.
Yeah. I'm an advertiser, and so I've been teaching advertising and AI marketing for a long time. So, yeah.
Well, it's a good billboard for yourself because everyone knows Billie Jean's today, because everyone knows who's the guy behind the heckling. So, after the game, Dave Roberts said about your heckling, he was playful about it. He's being playful.
I saw that shit.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. It was funny.
So give me a taste of what the heckling was like. Because I mean, for me, I'm all about, hey, if you paid for that ticket, you can heckle, as long as you're not dropping F-bombs and doing crazy stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what made it a fun moment, because I mean, I'm born and raised in San Diego. It was all love. So, you know, like, obviously I'm talking trash for my team. I'm repping my state. You rep the Dodgers. Like, hey, I'm San Diego, and I'm literally right next to the dugout. I look to the left, and so it's there. So first of all, disclaimer, I'm not into baseball at all. Like, I like fun experiences with my friends, so we'll do games like this. But like, I don't know any of the players. But my brother-in-law behind me, massive Dodgers fan. So he's like, Ohtani, he's like, yo, he's the Michael Jordan. I've heard the name before, but I don't know, right? And so once we were there, it was just full send. It was like, hey, let's troll and have some fun.
Yeah, I want to ask you too. I mean, how'd you get those tickets? I mean, those were like basically courtside tickets. What was that?
You just pay $20,000 and buy them.
Oh, so you dropped 20 cameras?
You just buy, yeah. Like, how you get the tickets? You got to buy them, you know. So, and it was just a box for my friends. Honestly, it was just it was a boys' night. Some of my best friends, and just, you know, give them a dope experience.
And do you remember specifically any of the things that you were saying to him? I mean, I know we picked up some of it on the mic during the broadcast, but what were some things that come to mind that you were saying specifically to Shohei Ohtani? Like you said, it was all fun, man. He enjoyed it.
As far as it started off, I mean, the guy's a specimen. He's massive. Like you see baseball players, like the guy is, man. So I think the first thing I told him, I said, damn, man, you look like a combination of The Rock and Jet Li. What the fuck is going on here? I think that was the very first thing I said to him. Because the guy's he's huge, right? But the thing is like when you're there and you're saying all these things, most of the players are in the zone. So you don't know, like, they hear you. Like if you're right in front of me, but they don't pay attention. So he says nothing at first. And then we start winning. It's 2-1 or whatever the score was. And so I'm looking at the dugout like, sorry, Dodgers, da-da-da-da-da. And then I think the first one that I think kind of got his attention is my brother-in-law goes, Ohtani's not been playing good lately. He's 0 for 10 in his last at-bats. And so I was like, oh, okay, I got him. So when the guy was batting before him, I said, pitcher, just get through this guy. The next guy's 0 for 10. You'll be totally fine. Just get through this one. The next dude's 0 for 10. He's good. He's good. And I saw him kind of give me like a little slight light glare. And I was like, oh, maybe he hit that one. But then when I said that, the dude that was up to bat hit a home run. And Ohtani turned around to me, looked me dead in the eye and pointed. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, he said, it was fun. We were just dying laughing, right? Like with the boys, it was funny. And that's kind of how it started.
That's incredible stuff. So he steps up to the plate, and then he hits his own home run, rounds the bases, and then he's headed back to the dugout. The Dodgers do this sunflower seed celebration with Teoscar Hernandez, but he takes a little detour, and then he gets in front of you, initiates a little handshake. Just what do you remember from your eyes through that moment? Just kind of walk us through everything.
Because of the stare down on the previous at bat with his boy and how much shit I was talking like the whole team, like Padres, Dodgers, like just all fun stuff, right? And then when he hit the home run, I looked at my boy Ryan next to me. I said, he's coming. Because I knew I deserved it. You know what I mean? It's like, when you talk trash, I was like, I have it coming to me. I deserve this moment. And boy, I just knew. So when he was rounding the third, that he just came right around. High five, man. like same shit I would do. You know what I mean? Like in that situation, you go to somebody like, oh yeah, is that what you mean? Like over 10? Bam. And he got me. Sometimes you catch an L. And let me tell you, I kind of know. But it was fun. I mean, it's the GOAT, right? Like imagine like you're watching Jordan, I guess he's that for baseball. Like that's fun. How often do you get to tell the GOAT? And I think it was dope to like see, what a winner looks like. It's like me saying, hey, 0 for 10. I mean, it was dead silent. I was just like, 0 for 10. Come on, Ohtani, like 700 million or a billion, but for this, like, all that. And you just know in his brain, he's just smiling. Okay. And he hit that home, and it was just like, it was cool to see, like, that doesn't faze him. It was like, I'm like, Padre Nation, I'm sorry. I think I cost us an L. Because I was
just about to say, because we respect you got your Padres hat on. We respect that. That's your team. Follow your team. But do you almost feel bad like you awoke a beast a little bit because he was over 10, then he goes up there and he crushes a bomb? Was that on you, Billy?
It was, first of all, it wasn't just Ohtani. Like, it was everybody, right? It was Dodgers, Padres. So everybody who was up. And mind you, I know nothing about any of the players. So, like, what happened, too, like, if you look back on it, a couple funny things happened, is when that home run happened, not only did it happen, but the Mookie Betts dude was right behind him. So Mookie turned around like, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, he gave the side eye like, you're just egging on Jordan. Like, what are you doing? So he gave the look like, that's what happens. And then even the Dodgers dugout, when he came in, it was almost like they were all like, yeah. Take that, you know what I mean? Like, so
you're like, what have I done?
Yeah. They were like, shut that dude the hell up, and he played well. It was fun, man.
Do you remember anything specifically that Shohei did say to you in that moment?
It was more just like the him. It was sarcasm, man. He was funny, dude. It was funny. It was just like even when his boy hit the home run before, because he was a rookie, and I was like, come on, the rookie's not gonna do anything. Yap. And he turned around, and was like, you see that? Like home run. And I'm like, So it was cool. It was cool. It was fun,
Now, it was a wholesome moment. It really was. I think that if you're looking at this as, oh, this is Shohei Ohtani, the fan. No, this was just like a great moment that just happened organically. I want to ask you, though, we know you're a diehard Padres fan. That's not going to change. But are you a bigger fan of Shohei Ohtani now? And, of course, he plays for the Dodgers. I mean, you got to love this guy, right?
Listen, I'm a competitor in my sport of business, so I respect when, like, the short answer is I see why he's the GOAT, and absolutely. Because even after the game, what the cameras didn't pick up, he wasn't done. There was the home, but after the game, once they do the lines and all the high fives and stuff, he came up to me again. And he gave me another, come on, man, high five.
So he came back up to you again after the thing.
He came up to me again at the end when the high five lines were coming. He looked at me, gave me a high five, and then blew me a kiss and walked away.
Oh my goodness.
It was so disrespectful. And I was so happy that all the fucking media didn't see that part because it was
wow.
Like, shit, what do I even do? It was funny, man. It was funny.
Man,
he got me. And I respect it because the same shit I would do, 100%. I'll do the same thing.
He came up to you after?
Yes, he came up to me after, and he just high-fived me, goes, and walks away. And you can see him laughing, too. Like, he just totally was...
Oh my God, that is amazing stuff.
Like it'd be like you can keep this. I would say it was the comparison of when you're playing your best friend. Not saying we're best friends, but when you're playing your best friend in like PlayStation or Xbox, and you get the dub. That level of talking, that's what I felt. Like, you know, that passion of like, also it's a fucking game, right? Like it was like, to me, I love the beauty of like he can be a professional sport and realize this is not that serious. You know what I'm saying? People are playing baseball for a living. What a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, absolutely. And like I said, those tickets were crazy. Like, I mean, those were the dream seats.
Yeah, they were the dream seats. I'll do like 5 to 10 games a year, and usually I'll bring like my company, my team, and stuff. And then
so the box is $20K.
I think so. I got to check. I think it was somewhere around there. Yeah. But for this game, right, Dodgers Padres, and I knew I got it at the beginning of the year because I knew that deep into the season, if it went anything like last year, it's going to be a moment. So I'm glad it did, because sometimes you get that and it doesn't work out, right? You got somebody injured, we suck, or you guys suck, which is more probable, and there's no fight, right? Players are subbed out. So it was really lucky that all the stars were, you know, I mean, you had the moment. Like that was fortunate.
That's awesome, man. I mean, honestly, that's great stuff. It's like the Jordan Last Dance. I took that personal. And yes. Billie Jean, you're responsible for Shohei getting back on track against the Padres. But yeah, man, we really appreciate joining us here. We know you got to run. And just kind of a final thought, though, during the broadcast, Joe Davis said, hey, that's a moment that he's going to be able to tell his grandkids about, all of his friends about for years and years and years. You think that'll be the case? You'll always be able to tell this story, you and Shohei Ohtani, Billy, and what will you remember most from it?
Yes, I think it'll be the story. In the moment, I didn't know how big it was because I'm not a baseball guy. So afterwards, I'm talking like every media site, my phone blowing up, I realized what it was. Trust me, if it comes back to playoffs, I will be right back there in that box. And you know the heckling will continue, and you know.
I'm a guy that respects a good trash talk, so yeah talk your talk, Billy. Okay, I can't be mad at you today. I mean, seriously, look. Let's be honest. The Dodgers and Padres need to see each other again the postseason. That'd be absolutely electric. And I know you're excited about your Padres this season. It's going to be a division race down the stretch. If you had one message to Shohei Ohtani right now, though, what would it be?
Respect. You know, like that's what goes through. That's what winners do. You have some, and also too, I don't know if people talk trash in baseball because like everyone's silent. Like I was like, why aren't people like more? I just love how he responded. He had fun with it, and he showed me, and he shut me the hell up. You know, so it's just respect, mad respect. You know, obviously he's masterful at what he does.
Awesome. Well, Billy, we really appreciate the time. We know you're a busy man. I know your phone's still blowing up. I know you're still repping your Padres. I don't know if Dodger fans are going to love the last message there, but hey, that's what makes this a true rivalry. I can tell you, talking to these players, there's some serious bad blood between these two teams, and that's what makes it must-see TV, and that's why it's absolutely electric seeing these two teams go at it. But what a great moment, and thanks for joining us here, and have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your newfound fame in the baseball world, Billy.
I feel like of all the things to be known for with my work, this is fucking the heckler is a new one. My daughter's like, Daddy, you're being mean to those guys. I was like, it wasn't like that, you know. So yeah, cheers, man.
Billy the heckler. All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. Have a great rest of your week, my man.
See you later, guys.
Yeah, I mean, what an incredible moment there, Shohei Ohtani and that fan. And yes, look, it's baseball. It's a moment in a long season. Just to, hey, look, that just shows you what Shohei Ohtani is and who he is. And we saw earlier in the season the moment he had with Robert Suarez, and him deciding, okay, look, Suarez throws at me. We know Mike Schilt probably ordered that, and instead of giving them the satisfaction of chasing down the pitcher on the mound or having the benches clear, Shohei says, yeah, no, let's not give these guys the satisfaction. These guys are not on my level. And on this case, hey, it's Shohei Ohtani showing, yeah, like I actually have that dog in me on the highest level, but it's also I'm going to handle this my way. I'm going to kill you with kindness. It reminds me of, remember in the Looney Tunes when Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny used to go at it, and Bugs Bunny would really make Elmer Fudd mad, but the way that he would make him the most angry would be when he would give him a big kiss. That's what would piss off Elmer Fudd the most. He would turn red, he'd get furious. That's what Shohei Ohtani does. He kills you with kindness, and then, yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it that he's got to be a Shohei Ohtani fan. But
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。